So if I was to teach, I have a very small classroom, and I know, and that's not those are not names earned for that other entity, the ones that people are trying to they use it interchangeably. It's like, why would y'all use the? What is the similarity you would see with us anyways, unless you're trying to to mock and confuse me? But like religion and politics is talked about 24/7 nonstop. Why should I even be concerned about how much I talk? If I want to talk all goddamn day about anything that's not religion and politics, who cares? You tuned into those when you want to, tune to this when you want to. What does it matter? I don't even want to talk, but it's like that fire with fire. The subject matters. If nothing's talked about, I got rap songs telling me I want to watch So Big. I don't care if that shit hurts my wrist, and I got to bear that and actually like the dude. It's like it's like no matter how stupid what I'm saying. Like I even dislike Lil Baby. I don't know him, but it's like something about him I like. And I'm not supposed to because I also kind of like Young Boy, and they're supposed to be they're beefing right now. The fuck, what's that do with music? You're distorting music is bad, if not worse than death metal would. Death metal ain't out on the streets trying to actually kill each other. Come on now, you can't distort harmony like that. Music is to bring harmony, not distortion. Like even the guitar, like a lead, I still like to hear a good slash. That's distorted lead. It gives that sustained stuff. But as far as power chords, like I still like good power chords. But it's like, I notice like it gets old quick, like, older quicker and quicker. It's like I only handle so much of it. And, when I transitioned to acoustic guitar, I never was going back to electric. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't just the tip. I can't feel the strings on electric once you get used to acoustic. It's like, you just get tired of distortion as the light goes on. Because the light's been off a very long time this time. That's what I just said. As the light goes on. Okay, and the light will go, and before it goes off, it'll turn amber and go back off. But that one been off too long for me not to notice. Now it's turned, and this happened to me down where I was that girl. There was a light that I was like, I noticed was like doing something like this. So this is not the first time this has happened. I was trying to tell anyone that's listening to me, but like, yeah. So can I just feel free to like, dude, 24/7 nonsense is talked about all day on the TV. All day on the internet. It's like, whether it's nonsense or not, it's not religion and politics. And I don't mean it to be distortion. And I'm trying to correct the errors. So I apologize to any errors of the many errors, I would say, in presentation and, tones, discrepancies. I apologize, accusations. I thought that's assumed. Like now I'm stopping making it official. I apologize for my inaccuracies. But like, if I don't, just say what happened. If that man, help for your daughter alone, John. If I don't, because I know this for a fact. I know, like, it's what a demon entity would do. It's like they would let go either if it's effective or not effective. If it's not effective method, they think you're going down the right path, and they're going to let go and think, oh yeah, let him think he's going down the right path and continue down that path. So he'll never come to an accurate solution. Every time he administers, every time he administers medicine, whether whatever he thinks is a solution, will immediately let go and act and give that person a slight feeling of euphoria, lightness, and they'll think the problem solved. And we might give him a day or two, and then we're gonna clamp back down hard in the motherfucker out of nowhere, and just rile that motherfucker like hell. Just I'm saying, be prepared. I'm not saying be prepared. Like, I've experienced this. I've experienced them let go intentionally as the light goes off, intentionally to deceive me into the effectiveness. Now, another way is if they're going down the right path, they would let go immediately, so you think you've already completed. Either way, it's like they're since they're operating outside our visible light spectrum. Either method, I would assume they would do, just to let you think, to deceive you, to prevent you from ever coming to a solution. Don't like, oh, okay, so like, and they're not going to let you go full the fuel. They're not going to let you complete a process of solution and just cling on to last end like they can resist when they know they can't. They're going to let go prematurely, so you never complete a solution. Not that a solution has to be a complicated problem. That's needlessly complex. And I'm saying, there goes the light. Thank you, buddy. Hey, what's up, light? How you doing? and I'm saying, like, like it takes years. I'm, that's what I mean. Like, I'm Jimmy Stewart. Like, wait for what, Mr. Potter? Till our children grow old and die, and before we even get housing. I mean, God, the children have to have housing. I mean, just you get it. It's like, like who else could play It's a Wonderful Life but Jimmy Stewart? Brad Pitt? Hell no. I mean, there's there goes the light goes off. There's a quality about Jimmy Stewart that I identify with, and it's saying, like, I wouldn't want to be a John Wayne male or even a Brad Pitt male. I'd rather be a Jimmy Stewart male. You get what I'm saying? And they're not going to get the hottest, I didn't say, but they're going to get a different. They have a different type female counterpart, and I'm just saying they're not exchangeable whatsoever. They couldn't. I mean, they wouldn't be. There's impossible. They'd be in great imbalance now, wouldn't they? Destructive to the male or female side of the balance of those. They're just not. They're not interchangeable. Let's move on from that. But that multiverse thing, that seems to be a good. We should. That's let's find a common, because the globe is theirs. That's in no ifs, ands, or buts. Sorry, the globe is theirs. And the problem why I get upset about it. Thank you for coming around. Is because of the inherent nihilism in it. That's the only reason why I talk about it so much. There you go, light. The inherent nihilism in it. Maybe I should put there. I don't even see it. The inherent nihilism in it. The inherent nihilism in it. The inherent nihilism in it. There's no getting around that. It's their nihilistic narrative, which is dependent upon the globe and the globe alone. Without the globe, without planets, there is no Big Bang. There's no universe. There's no Darwin. There are no accidents. There are no accidents. And I'm now realizing it really is all about the firmament. There we go. I didn't know I was actually filming a lot. Meaning, because how do you build a firmament? That's more amazing than their story. Their story is energy, bang, globbling up, an accident, and it's free hurling. That's more. The sun ain't got shit on the firmament. Their massive sun, 93 million miles away, which is eventually going to burn out, ain't got shit on a firmament that has water above it. I mean, it would stand that nuclear warheads cannot penetrate. And James Munder made it clear, well, not him, but that's from last video I saw of him through Aphrodite. He's like, not only did he state the reason why I was here, he reminds us you can't drill past there. So you can't, so if you could like open a field, I'm sure a nuclear warhead, if it had a clear path, could not penetrate down, and because it can't penetrate up either. I don't know much about this to keep talking. But the firmament is much more of a fascinating, much more of a monumental accomplishment than their Big Bang nihilistic narrative. I mean, even more like the firmament is holding up water. Even waters below aren't holding up water. This ain't a gravity-based concept. It's just the firmament is something to consider, and it would really focus the relevance of this realm. And I'm just now, like, just the last 20 minutes having like, that's what the deal is, man. That I need to like concede to like, no, this realm itself is where things have to happen. It cannot be dismissed, which I've known that, but it's like, I'm want to escape this realm because I'm just a little alone and frustrated. Even if I wasn't frustrated, I'm alone. I mean, you can't get around that. If you're alone, you're alone. Why would you want to be alone? I know I'm not going to be alone when I leave here. I just whatever. It's like I'm not going to be alone. It's like I'm not explaining. I don't need to criticize. So the point is, let's multiverse, multiple realities, laying right on top of each other, which is what is top. I'm just saying, like, multiverse meaning, yes, more than one option in a sense. Universe, more than one possibility. Dynamic, expansive, like love is multiverse right here within the firmament. I think add that to it. Add multiverse within the firmament, and you get the magnificence of the firmament. And not the demiurge didn't build the firmament. That's the problem with the demiurge concept. Is this centralized power and and authority over love. The demiurge doesn't love. The demiurge is a rancid narcissist.